What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a little while since I've been on here, but I just wanted to discuss about my trip to Montreal with the hockey guys and the No Bad team. So to begin with, I got a call from No Bad and the hockey guys basically asking me, would you be interested to go to a hockey game, Four Nations to be exact, to watch Canada versus USA play? They just DM me on Instagram. They're like, would you like to come to this game? And I was like, man, that's an opportunity of a lifetime. Why would I say no to that? So we connected, we hopped on a phone call and basically discussed what the weekend would look like. They said we could go to the Finland-Sweden game, the Canada-USA game. And I was like, yes, like, let's do it. They booked the flights, sent me on a flight. Unfortunately, it was kind of a struggle to get there because I was supposed to fly out the Thursday for the weekend. We had a bunch of events planned, like meeting William Nylander from the Toronto Maple Leafs and a couple more activities that day. But there was a big snowstorm in Montreal.
The most impactful snowstorm in years is hitting the eastern part of the country today and tomorrow as it moves through Ontario into Quebec before heading to Atlantic Canada with up to 40 centimeters of the white stuff.
Basically, our flight kept getting delayed throughout the whole day, and then I got booked on a new flight, and then I went to the airport to see if I would make the connection in Toronto, and they were like, no way. So I really tried to get on the next flight out the next morning, and I was the last plane ticket on that flight. So I got so lucky, and my filmer editor, Jesse, he was along for the ride too, but he had to fly Winnipeg, Calgary, Montreal. I got lucky. I took the straight shot from Winnipeg to Montreal. But yeah, it was a hectic travel day. Finally, when I got there, I went to the creator game. So a bunch of the NHL influencers, people that post content about hockey, they had a 3-on-3 tournament, and it was cool just meeting other creators at the game and people I've seen online. PK Subban was there, and just seeing the people that you watch every day on your phone and meeting them in person. I thought that was such a cool opportunity. Also, because of the snow, when we first got there, I could barely push around everywhere. So these guys were helping me get through the snow and pushing me around the venue, around the events, because there was like 1.5 feet of snow. So I could not get around by myself. So I'm grateful for those guys for really helping me out that weekend. And it just made the process so much smoother. And then we went to New City Gas and watched Loud Luxury perform. It was honestly one of the first times I've been to a club since my accident, so it was a really cool experience. The only issue was the club was on the second floor, and it was like 30 stairs to get up there, and there was no elevator. So these guys, the hockey guys and my buddy Jesse, really pulled in clutch, and they all carried me up 30 some odd stairs to get into the club. So, but once we were there, we had VIP, which was nice because I wasn't just like being crowded over by people standing around me. It was just a really awesome experience. And I thought it was really cool because the booth we had in the VIP, I got to meet so many other creators: Pavel Barber, Coach Chippy, Zach Bell, just to name a few. These guys are people I've watched on social media for a long time, and seeing them and meeting them was really cool in person, just to connect with them and talk about content and really just share my story with them. I thought it was an unbelievable experience. The washroom at the club was a little bit of an issue too, because we had to go down 3 stairs to get to the washroom, and the washroom wasn't really handicap accessible. I could get myself in the door, but I couldn't actually shut the door, so I just had my buddy stand outside to make sure no one walked in on me. But yeah, getting to the washroom was 3 steps down, and then to get back up onto the main floor was 3 steps up. So definitely could not have done that independently. So I'm grateful for the people around me that really helped me out that weekend. Following the club, we took an Uber back to the hotel, got back late because I didn't know that Montreal clubs go until 3 a.m. In Winnipeg here, it's usually only 2 a.m. So that was a bit of a change for me. The following day, I woke up a little later than expected. of course, you know why. And yeah, so the first game was the Finland-Sweden game. We hopped in an Uber, Uber XL. We got all the guys in the back of the van, and we moseyed on over to the rink. It took about 25 minutes because there was a lot of construction. But once we got to the rink, we just missed puck drop. Some of my favorite players on Finland was Patrik Laine, and the view we had seeing those seats for the first time was, I was like, whoa, they really blew us away with the seats. We were sitting on the 100 level seating, sitting in the corner. We could see the whole view of the rink. And yeah, I mean, I'm really grateful for the opportunity to go to these games, and seeing Finland versus Sweden was really cool, just to see the amount of support that there was. Tons of people that flew in from Sweden, flew in from Finland, and the game was full. It was fully packed. In between intermission at the Finland-Sweden game, me and Austin, we got poutine. It was the smoked meat poutine. The only thing that was weird about it is it had mustard on top. So I know you guys have probably had poutine, or poutine, as the French like to say it. But yeah, there was mustard on top, and digging in, I was like, I don't know if this is gonna be good or not, but I wouldn't say I'd prefer it over a normal poutine, but it was good because I do like mustard on my sandwiches and stuff. And with the smoked meat, it worked out. And there was pickles on top too. So I think it was awesome that we did that in between intermission. So during the game, the hockey guys were interviewing me for their No Bad Clothing video that's gonna come out on YouTube shortly. I'll have it linked down below in the comments. The whole series was basically just bringing someone to a game. So previously they brought a couple DJs to a game, and then they reached out to me to bring me to this game. And they're doing a whole series on their channel, so be sure to check that out when that video goes live of me with them. It's a vlog of the whole weekend and everything we got up to, so it'll be really cool for you guys to check out. They just interviewed me about my story, about what my content's about, the positivity I try and spread on social media, the message behind my content. And it was really cool just seeing their perspective on why I stood out to them and why they wanted to choose me. Like, they really said that their content was very impactful. It really resonated with them, and it opened their eyes to a world that they never really knew about. Someone with a spinal cord injury, or someone dealing with a life-changing injury. And I feel that my content is something that everyone can relate to, because at some point everyone goes through something, no matter if it's physical, mental, or anything like that. Everyone's going through something at some point. So they really related with my content. Another thing is, I thought it was awesome to see the production behind their videos. Lawson, he's always filming vertical and he's filming horizontal, so he can get clips for TikTok and he can get clips for YouTube. So I definitely took a couple tips out of the weekend, and just seeing how professional they are with their filming, their editing, on the go. They're such hard workers, and it was really motivating to see that the possibility of what you can accomplish on social media in a couple years. So Finland ended up winning in overtime. My boy Patty Laine did not get the goal, but he's playing hard out there. Here's a picture of me and Patrik Laine. He actually came to visit me in the hospital. It was really cool because I was only 4 weeks after my injury, and the Jets asked, "Who would you like to come see you in the hospital?" And I said, Patrik Laine. And Patrik Laine came to see me in the hospital. And this was me also meeting Patrik Laine in the dressing room after a Jets game. Yeah, he's a great guy, great friend. So he's one of the guys I cheered for in Finland. After the Finland-Sweden game, we took an Uber back to the hotel, got showered up, got dressed, put on the Canada jersey. You guys saw how nice those jerseys were. And then we went to grab a quick bite in the cafeteria, and then we went off to the Canada game. To get to the Canada game, it was chaotic. There was so many Canada fans there, everyone repping. There's a lot of animosity between USA and Canada, as you guys know. So seeing these two countries go face to face in the pinnacle of hockey was unbelievable. Like, best on best hockey. It was crazy atmosphere. As soon as we got in the building, the USA fans were saying, "Go USA, go!" And then the Canada fans were chanting back, being like, "Go Canada, go!" Low key, I thought there was going to be a fight, but luckily there wasn't a fight between the fans that I saw. But the opening face-off. Matthew Tkachuk. They go face to face, they start fighting. The whole crowd stands up. I swear I was the only one sitting down still, but you know, whatever. And then these guys fight, they go to the box. Next, these other two guys start fighting. And then it's like, holy, like 2 fights back to back. Are you joking me? Are you joking me? And then after that, I was like, this cannot get any crazier. And then there was another fight. Like I was like, this is the craziest start to a hockey game I've ever been to in my life. Oh my goodness. But anyway, after that, it was just like the game kind of slowed down. I got to witness Connor McDavid play in real time. He is the fastest hockey player. He just looks like he's in another league. But yeah, seeing Connor McDavid score right in front of me was something I'll never forget. Unfortunately, Canada ended up losing the game to the US. I think it was 3-1. Seeing my favorite goalie, Connor Hellebuyck, I'm a big Winnipeg Jets fan because I'm from Winnipeg, and seeing him stand on his head in net was really cool too. So, I mean, Canada lost, but I was still happy because my favorite goalie, Connor Hellebuyck, stood on his head. During the game, we talked about all kinds of things. They interviewed me about me playing wheelchair rugby and being on Team Canada, why I started social media, and I basically just said I wanted to start social media to spread positivity, to show people that your life is not over after a life-altering injury. And they really resonated with that message too. Oh yeah, also in the Bell Center, there was only one accessible washroom near me. For some reason in the Bell Center in Montreal, there's only one accessible washroom on the half of the arena that I was in, and you need to take an escalator down to access the other washrooms. So there was a big line of, I guess you could say, able-bodied people that were standing in line, and then when I rolled up to it, they were like, yeah, you go to the front of the line. So they were really, I really appreciate the people for letting me go to the front of the line, because that was the only option. I couldn't go downstairs because you had to take stairs down. And I even asked the staff there, I was like, is there an elevator where I can go to the washrooms downstairs? And they were like, no, it's a freight elevator, so it's not access to the public. So for wheelchair users at the Bell Center, beware, there's only one washroom on each side of the arena. So 2 washrooms total. I feel that needs to be updated, or at least there needs to be an elevator so people can use it. But anyway, it all ended up working out. After the game, they dragged me like 1.5 kilometers to this pub because there was so much snow. So I got to give it to these guys. They really pulled in clutch all weekend. Jesse, Austin, Johnny, Lawson, they really went above and beyond for me. So I'm really grateful for them for doing that. And they dragged me to this pub. We talked about the weekend, how crazy the game was, the atmosphere in the Bell Center, and it was really nice to just have a conversation because we were on the go all weekend long. So it was nice to just sit down, relax, and just talk. But yeah, from the time I got there to the ending of that game, like it was go, 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 go. It was really exhausting, but I love being in a fast-paced environment, and I feel like I got tired, but you know, I had to keep going. But yeah, after the pub, we left the pub at probably like 2:33 a.m. because those stay open till 3 a.m. Got in the Uber, went back to the hotel room, said our final goodbyes to the hockey guys and the No Bad team. So as you guys know, I've been wearing No Bad for quite a long time. I really like the quality of their hats. They fit nice, and the hoodies too. It's not just a generic press-on average hoodie. Like, it's not just merch, you know, like it's actually good quality stuff, and that's why I've been wearing No Bad for quite a long time. The whole experience, all in all, I gotta say, it really exceeded my expectations. I really didn't know what to expect when I got there. I thought, oh, we're just gonna go to a game, but no, like I'm gonna go to a game with them, but no, like we spent the whole trip with them. It wasn't just like, okay, we're filming and we're gonna hang out with you. It was like, No, they took us around, they treated us well, they took us to the club. Like they really went above and beyond and made sure everything was covered. So I gotta give it to these guys. They're really professional in what they do, and really just all around great guys. I'm really grateful for the opportunity to go to Montreal, and I'm really excited to see what's next if we have a future collaboration or whatever. But what I want you guys to do is click the link in the description to see my video with Nobad. It really gives a whole vlog of the whole weekend. I've watched it. It's actually, I don't know, it's pretty funny. I think you guys will enjoy it a lot. And yeah, please just check it out. I just want to come on here and give a whole rundown of the weekend, and I'm going to continue uploading. I'm going to try and upload weekly now. So please, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing, like the video, and if you have any questions, please put them down below in the comments. I'll be responding to the comments. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and thank you so much for your time. Take care.